Hello, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to More Healthy News. I'm Dr. Mark from Adjusted Chiropractic, and today we're talking a little bit about some latest research that I've just gone through, and quite extraordinary too. So I'll post up the link. So if you did want to actually see this this news article, quite extraordinary. 9-year-old boy case study, and comes with also. I was reading the press release as well. Quite extraordinary because this recent research here published this year in the Journal of Pediatric, Maternal and Family Health Chiropractic this year. It reported that chiropractic on a child with balance and coordination challenges reveals chiropractic may play an important role in the managing of these patients. The literature included and supports the role of chiropractic in those suffering from related health challenges and calls for more research in this area. The quite technical terms, so I'll just go through the nuts and bolts of what this paper actually showed. It basically shows that research is revealing that there is a relationship between abnormalities in the spine, the nervous system, and the brain. A chiropractor who conducted this research, Dr. Matthew McCoy, published the study, and he states, basic science research shows that the proper functioning of the brain relies on proper structure and movement of the spine from an early age. So we sort of think about that, don't we? Most people sometimes think about, well, I'll just let it go until I get older and I can't sort of function anymore. But I think it's very important. Research like this tells us that if we grow, as we grow from young children into adulthood, if we look after, we maintain things and we maintain our spine and our nervous system, we have much better outcomes and less health issues. So here we see researchers show not only that the brain relies on normal structural integrity and joint movement, but that complex neurological communication and pathways involved in helping humans balance and orient themselves in space are tied into spinal biomechanics and their related neurological pathways. This research was actually done on a 9-year-old boy. So you have to think about a 9-year-old, grade 3, grade 4, having issues with balance. And in the study, it states that he was having learning difficulties, wasn't meeting his developmental milestones. So very significant issues was actually happening in this boy at that time. So it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Coordination and balance disorders may be related to how the entire body communicates with the brain and the most critical area, and this is the spine. So people's nervous systems need the constant stimulation of movement in order to develop and function properly. Abnormal position or movement of the spinal vertebra can develop, and this can lead to nerve interference. It is this interference called vertebral subluxation that chiropractors correct. As we go on further, according to researchers, the nervous system controls and coordinates all functions of the body, and structural shifts in the spine that can occur that obstruct the nerves and interfere with their function. By removing the structural shifts, chiropractic improves nerve supply and function. The parents of the 9-year-old boy reported on in this study were concerned that he had scoliosis, and his previous x-rays and MRI showed several malformations. His medical team had recommended surgery. He was developmentally delayed and had Klippel-Feil syndrome. He had trouble reaching his developmental milestones. Even at age 9, he still could not hop on one leg. His inability to perform coordinated functions impacted his daily activities at home and school, ultimately impacting his self-confidence. Poor kid, extraordinary. So in this case, the chiropractor examined him and found structural shifts in the head, neck, upper back, and lower back. Restrictions and muscle tightness were also noted in his neck and lower back. Balance assessments and other testing showed abnormalities. X-rays also showed several malformations consistent with Klippel-Feil syndrome. These structural shifts can lead to obstruction of the nerves, and it is this obstruction called vertebral subluxation that chiropractors correct. Just a little bit of a footnote on Klippel-Feil syndrome. This is a syndrome from birth. that some people are born with, and it's a fusion of, where two vertebrae in the neck are actually fused together. So normally we have 7 vertebrae in the neck, which are free to move. And with Klippel-Feil syndrome, this is a syndrome of development where 2 vertebrae in the neck are actually fused together. There are often other issues with regards to development in cases of Klippel-Feil syndrome. And this is where the origins of the balance and the other issues that this young boy was actually having. So this study confirms that if we can get the spine functioning as best we possibly can, get the nervous system working well, get the interference away from the nervous system, well, we can actually have good outcomes, even in compromised people like this. It also goes on to state, following chiropractic care, he experienced improvement in balance and coordination, especially in his daily activities at home and school. This also led to improvement in his self-confidence and social skills. And the study's author called for additional research to investigate the clinical implications of chiropractic in this population. So I just want to go back to that area there with regards to also, this also led to improvement with self-confidence and social skills. I mean, this is hugely important. How can we, in the developmental stages of a young boy going to school, everyone is always concerned about what people think, how they look and things like that. And you have a young boy here who's not developing quite well, not going to be able to learning well, not going to be able to, but possibly make the friendships that he actually wants to make and get through school, unscathed, I suppose, without, the traumas of what we normally get with regards to school. So look, it's ultimately, it's a huge opportunity with regards to making sure the nervous system works correctly. So this is a beautiful case of a young boy who was improved, positive outcomes here. Now, the study that was conducted over the 8 months, that's where the progression of his balance and his developmental milestones had all improved. So it does take time. That's one thing with regards to the human body in healing and moving forward. It does take some time, but really 8 months in the whole scheme of things of a 9-year-old boy when he will move into a 90-year-old man is nothing to continue keeping his nervous system working correctly. And always in the back of my mind is the future. It's like, where would this boy have been if he didn't have access to chiropractic care to help him? If he didn't have access to his nervous system working clearly? If he didn't have access to chiropractic care or chiropractors in his hometown or wherever he was actually from? So I think we're quite blessed to have so many chiropractors around who are quite passionate and able to deliver chiropractic care for our community through Australia and also the rest of the world. So look, I'll put a link to this research and also a press release right down below in the comments. So if you want to read a little bit more, just click on those. Hope you've enjoyed this healthy news for today. I think it's very inspiring. If you found it helpful and you want to be notified of any new videos that are actually coming up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the like button so that more people can see this research and be enlightened by it. I'll also leave the links in the comments in the comment section below. So if you do want to comment, just let us know. If you do want to contact me personally, you can, or you want to contact any of our practice members, any of our staff, you can just by email or even just leave a message in the comments there. So have a great day, everybody. Look after your health because no one else will. Bye.